Well, one of the most amazing things about photography, wildlife photography, is that there is stuff everywhere. Whether you're in a city or you're in a park or you're at the seaside or you're in the countryside, there is genuinely always something to photograph or film. It's about looking for that right stuff and knowing what you're looking for. So what I'm hoping to show today is some of the tracks and signs that we can look for and hopefully bump into some wildlife along the way. Obviously, all of the wildlife that we're looking for here, foxes, badgers, owls, are all nocturnal. So you might ask, why am I out during the day? It's actually to try and find these signs that wildlife has been around. Animals are just like us, they don't really like getting their feet wet. And what they leave behind are these animal highways. It might be a fox, it might be a badger, or it might be a deer, but the best thing to do is to follow them and just see where they lead. Badgers are quite wide, and so when they push themselves underneath fences, they create quite wide oval holes. In fact, this one has even got some hair that's been snagged onto it. And you can tell that it's badger hair because when you roll it between your fingers, you can feel the ridges because it's actually triangular. As soon as you walk in here, you can actually smell the foxes in the area as well. So it's clearly quite an active area. Here is a huge badger set that's clearly very active. Look at the size of it. So this is a perfect place to put something like a camera trap up. The beauty of a camera trap is that you can leave it overnight. I've managed to get some really nice footage from a camera trap, and they don't cost all that much, and yet you can get footage of things like cleaning, grooming, or bedding changing, stuff that you would never manage to get through a camera and waiting out at night. If you're walking in the countryside, you're almost guaranteed to come across something like this, an old rundown farm building or a barn, and this is the perfect habitat for owls. Barns will have an owl box that we put up by the farmer, but not all owl boxes are active, and there are some ways that you can check to see if an owl box is being used. The first being an owl pellet. Any bird that eats their prey whole, whether that's an eagle or a buzzard or an owl, will produce one of these, and it comes out the animal's mouth. For example, this one has been eating a mouse, but these pellets might have ribs, they might have femurs or bones. But from a photographer's point of view, they're also a great sign that you're going to have a returning bird. I've photographed this barn before, and sometimes I've been lucky enough to see a barn owl perched up in there. So what I've done first of all is I've set all of my settings ahead of time. I'll walk into the environment with everything ready to go and hopefully have some luck. Oh, there she is. She's perched up on that tree. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that was unexpected. A really important thing to think about when you're trying to photograph or film wildlife is which direction the wind's coming in. So you always want to have the wind on your face because that's going to carry your noise and your smell away from whatever it is that you're working with. This is one of my favourite spots for photographing hares. It's a great big open field, and hares love to live in this edge habitat where there's undergrowth for them to hide away, but also nice big open field for them to feed in. There are 2 hares just feeding on the shoots down on there. I'm going to use the dead ground, which is the rise of the earth, to get a little bit closer to the hares. Luckily the wind's coming straight onto me. It might be that as I get closer I can't see them, so they may well spook before I get there, but it's about slow, careful movements and not giving away my position. If you stay here, there's 2. The thing with hares is when they're alert, they'll raise their ears. They'll also put their ears down when they're trying to hide themselves. So it's about reading the body language. It's also lovely, there's 4 of them, and they're all in such nice light. Oh, brilliant. Oh, there they go. Something spooked them. I don't think it was us. Oh, look! That's what spooked them. Oh, God. So we've just had a female roe deer come out. That's what scared the hares. And she hasn't spotted us, which is so lovely. If we stay really still, she may well run towards us. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Don't move. Another one. That's who she was waiting for. That was crazy cool.